I don't know anything. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Charlotte and today we're gonna do the start of the year book tag. A book tag, a book tag, a book tag. It's not all I do, I promise. I promise. I got all the questions from Larry Reads because that's where I get all my valid information. So thank you, Larry, if you're watching this. I appreciate you. Like I said, we're going to do the start of the year book tag. We're going to go through some questions and I'm going to answer them for you guys. I'm going to leave them down in the description as well. I'm going to leave them down in the description as well. So if you want to answer them, you can copy them from me who copied them from Larry. How many books are you planning on reading in 2026? My goal on Fable and on Goodreads is 50. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to read 100 books. It means that my goal is 50. I'm going to read 50 books. That's my goal. That's what we're working with. Was my goal higher in 2025? Yes, it was. Did I surpass that goal? Yes, I did. But I don't want to stress myself out. I know myself way too good. And I know that if I put it at 100, 90, 80, whatever, if I feel like I'm not gonna reach it, I am gonna stress about it, and that's just who I am as a person. It has nothing to do with anybody else, but it will stress me out and it will take the fun out of reading. Knowing that I have a goal that is going to be, in my eyes, easier to reach and obtain also makes me relax more around my reading. So, you know, if I read 50, 51, 60, 90, who the fuck cares, as long as I am having fun and this helps me to have fun. I'm not going to move it up, I'm not going to move it down, I'm going to leave it at 50 and just see where the road takes me. A book you are likely to reread this year. I am not the biggest rereader. Rereading isn't really, well, something I do. There's so many books that I rather want to read than reread. And where were we? Oh yeah, rereading. I am not the biggest rereader because I get a little bit like, come on, let's just move on. I feel like skipping because I know what's going to happen and I can't really enjoy the story. So I feel like just getting on with it. I don't have the same problem with series and movies and stuff like that. But when I'm reading, I want to jump to the good part. So I don't think that I am going to reread much. But if I were to reread, like if the world was depending on me rereading one book, it would be Nightshade by Autumn Woods, the first book in the Sorrow Song University duet. This was my favorite book of 2025. The second book is coming out later this year. So I would reread Nightshade before Daybreak comes out if I was a big rereader, but I'm not. So I guess that's also fine, I hope. Priority read on your 2026 TBR. It's a toss-up between Shield of Sparrows and Diabound. I have such FOMO for not have been reading them yet, and I know book 2 in both of them are coming out later this year. How many books are in each series? I don't fucking know. I have no idea, but I am gonna read them and then we'll take it from there. Like that is, I think that's the one. No, it's those two. It's Diabound and Shield of Sparrows. Maybe also, no, it's those two. Those will be in my can I only pick one? Priority read on your 2026. No, I'm gonna pick both. And we'll see. Might not be a priority tomorrow. An author you won't be reading more books from this year. I think it has to be Jessa Hastings, just because I usually stay away from the book drama and the author drama and everything in between. But this found me and I don't really know if I can, pretend I do not see it. If something changes, if she makes a statement, her team makes a statement, all of, something changes around it, I might feel differently. But as of right now, I don't think I'm going to keep on reading the Magnolia Park series. So, and it's not because there's something wrong with the books, it's just because, sometimes, it makes you feel a little bit icky and it taints the books for you, if that makes sense. So if I have to pick one, it's probably going to be Jessa Hastings. I don't think I'm going to read more of her books. Something new you want to read. Oh, well, new, like new, like just released, or new to me. I'm gonna go with new to me, and that is sci-fi. like everybody and their mother have been reading Hail Mary, I feel, because the movie is coming out in March, something like that. And I feel a little bit left out. I feel like I should also jump on the sci-fi train. So Hail Mary is definitely one I want to read, and Dark Matter is also one that I really want to read. Both of them are sci-fi. Both of them seem very interesting, very different from what I usually read. So I'm going to go with Hail Mary because I think that's the one I'm going to read first, but definitely sci-fi is going to be on that list. A popular book you want to read? Well, I could say Dark Matter here, but I'm not. I'm going to say Funny Story by Emily Henry. Me and Emily, we got off to a rocky start with Beach Read. It wasn't my favorite book of 2025. It wasn't the worst book I read in 2025, like far from it. I enjoyed the writing and I enjoyed parts of the story. I just couldn't really find myself rooting for the couple. But then a very, very nice person on the internet told me that Beach Read also wasn't her favorite, and she's read many Emily Henry books. She said Funny Story was a great one. She recommended reading that one. I have Funny Story. I had Funny Story before I got Beach Read. I read Beach Read because it was in the book club. So I think Funny Story is going to be the one. I had to take a quick intermission. Kiddo needed me. I think I finished with Funny Story. Yes. And if you can hear them, by the way, if you can hear my kids or my dog or whatever, it's the holiday. You're welcome. You're welcome that you get to live with all the sounds that I have in my house. Most anticipated 2026 book release: In Her Own League by Liz Tomfody, because I love the Windy City series. That's the series that got me into reading again. I am hopelessly devoted to you. I feel like I owe Miss Tomfody so much, and I don't even know her. So In Her Own League, it is a standalone. It is not part of the Windy City series. We do meet Monty and Reese in that book, in that series. So that's the one. That's the one to look out for. That's the one where I'm going to be I'm sick. I'm kidding. I'm not going to take time off of work, but still, I am going to just devour it, and please don't talk to me until I'm done reading it. A bookish goal for 2026. A bookish goal for 2026 is going to be going into books more blindly, which kind of maybe sounds a little bit weird, but the books in 2025 that have disappointed me the most are books that I have read about to the point where, like, I know the names of the main characters, I know the tropes, I know this, I know that, and blah 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 blah. I've been kind of feeding a little bit of the information and stuff like that. So those are also the ones that I have been the most disappointed about, because I have put expectations on the book that the book can't meet, because I was expecting something, but the book was delivering something completely different. Maybe I would have enjoyed it if I didn't put the expectations on it. To be fair, I mean, I have gone blindly into books and not enjoyed them either, but that's not just because I have ruined it with expectations. It's been because I haven't enjoyed it, and I feel like that's different. So I think that's one of the goals, just going in more blindly. I've put it on my TBR for a reason. Someone or something has said something that has made me want to read it. If it's the cover, if it's a TikTok, if it's the YouTuber, something has made me want to read it, and I think that should be enough. Putting a little bit less pressure on me to finish a book in a few days. It is okay if a book takes longer. That's also fine. So I feel like that's like the two big ones that I am gonna have as a goal. You know, not put pressure on me to finish a book within a short amount of time, and being okay with going in blindly and doing that in reading vlogs as well, and just being like, hey, I'm gonna read this one, don't know anything about it, but it intrigues me, and we'll take it from there, because it feels like it would be more authentic, my reactions as well, because I don't know anything. I don't have any expectations. The expectation is that I'm gonna enjoy it, whatever it is, right? A book that's been on your TBR you probably won't ever read. Well, I have taken them away from my TBR now, but I did have 3 Jessa Hastings books on there, and I don't think that's gonna be read, but that's kind of already said. Oh yeah, Zodiac Academy. I don't think I'm gonna finish that series. I've tried going back to it. I like soft DNF'd it halfway through book 7, and I've tried several times going back to it, and I can't really get into it. So maybe that's one that's on my TBR that I won't ever finish. And I don't think I'm gonna read The League in the off-campus series, because people keep on, like, I feel like everybody and their mother has said they don't enjoy their book. They don't feel like it's a book that you needed. So I don't really understand why I should read it, especially when the off-campus series is not my favorite series. So those are a few. A series you want to read this year. I don't know if there's a series I want to read this year. Maybe the Guild one? The Plated Prisoner. That's one. That's one that I do want to read. And the Souls trilogy. That's one that I'm also very excited about because I think that's also dark academia. So the first one is Take Her Soul, and I have put it on my wish list. Those are two series that I do really, really want to read. But I also have Shield of Sparrow series and the Diabound series, right? So, but I've already said those. So I'm going to go with the Plated Prisoner series. 6 books though. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm in, well, I've already said we're gonna go with Take Her Soul, the Souls trilogy. We're gonna go with that one. I'm gonna try that one. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Your auto by authors going into 2026. I mean, Liz Tomfody is one I'm like click and collect, just give it to me. Same with Chelsea Curto. I love her books. Definitely auto buy for me. Who else? I guess we're gonna stick with Liz Tomfody and with Chelsea Curto, but I would also jump on, I would jump on everything that Fredrik Backman is releasing. I am working on getting his backlog as well, things that I don't already own. So far, everything I read from him is fantastic. So Liz Tomfody, Chelsea Curto, and Fredrik Backman are like auto buy. Love them. Love them. A book to show adaptation you're excited about this year. I don't really know if it's a show. I don't think I have any because I don't know of any shows that are coming. Is the off-campus series coming this year? See, that's how into this I am. I don't even know if it's coming this year. But I am excited for the next Hunger Games movie that is said to come in November, I think. Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm gonna, like, I've told Tom the minute we can get tickets for it, like, if he's not going with me, I'm gonna make my best friend go with me. Like, she doesn't have a choice. I'm gonna get tickets for their premiere. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be first row. Not first row, but you know what I'm trying to mean. I am dead excited for it. Dead excited for it. If the off-campus series is coming this year, I am excited for that one as well. Because even though I'm not the biggest fan of the books, I might really be into the series, who knows? But Hunger Games, that's my numero uno. A sequel you're anticipating. I don't know which one is first. What's I need to Google. Give me a second, okay? Cross check. Book number 6 in the DC Star series. That is a sequel. It's in the series that I am highly anticipating, that I am just going to love. The only thing I know about it is that it is Ethan's story, and I think it's reverse age gap. So she's older, he's younger. But that might be false information, so please don't quote me on it. That's an anticipated read. I don't know when it's coming out. I am so excited for it. Bookish thinks we are leaving in 2025. Well, the pressure. Under pressure. I am gonna leave that behind. I am gonna read books that I enjoy. I'm not going to be afraid to be harsher in my evaluation of them, because I felt like in 2025, if I didn't enjoy a book, I still felt like I had to give it like a mid review. Like, if I gave it 2 stars, it might have been like half a star or a star, you know? But I was afraid of hurting someone's feelings that I don't really know, and I am supposed to give my opinion. Not to say that I haven't been honest, because I feel like I have. I have just felt like I've been like, oh yeah, I didn't like this book, but here you go, 2.5 stars. Oh, I didn't like this book, but here you go, 3 stars, because it wasn't that bad. And I've kind of been going a little bit like this with my rating system. Now I feel more like I know what I want to rate them. I know how I'm going to rate them. I'm going to put that in the past. I'm going to put away that mindset of having to shield everyone. And I'm also going to keep it in the past, the pressure of reading what everybody else is reading, having only to read popular books, having only to do this or that. Because I found books during 2025 that I wanted to read, but when I look them up on Goodreads or wherever I look them up, there weren't that many reviews, not that many people had read it. And I was like, oh, I can't read this if I want it, because, you know, you also kind of want to make content out of it. And I put a little bit of like a block in my head on what I could read and what I couldn't read. So that's also one of the things that I am going to just leave behind. I can read it if I want to read it, and you guys can watch it if you guys want to watch it. So that's one more thing we're going to leave in 2025. We're just going to vibe in 2026, I think. It's just going to be a vibey year. What to expect from this account. So what you guys can expect from me in 2026. Well, you can expect me to keep on being honest with you guys about books that I enjoy and books that I don't enjoy. I'm gonna keep on, when I do reading vlogs, be honest. I felt like, at least in the autumn one, where I kept on kind of shitting on two of the books, I'm gonna keep on doing that. But I felt like with people watching, I tried being diplomatic, I tried being like devil's advocate, and maybe I'll try and stop doing that. I'm just gonna shoot the shit like straight away, not feel like I have to find something positive to say about everything, because you can't like everything. I can not enjoy a book and you can love it, and vice versa. That's the nice thing about reading, right? So you guys can expect me to be honest, read books that I want to read. I'll take recommendations. I also want to expand. I want to, like I said, read sci-fi. I want to read more romantasy. Maybe not dive into Wheel of Time, you know, because that sounds like a lot of work, and maybe I'm not ready to dive into the Brandon Sanderson of the world, but I am going to try and broaden my horizons and see more of what's out there. And like I said, also read more books that I find that I want to read, and not feel like I can't read them because they don't have X amount of reviews on Goodreads or wherever it is I check. How has your reading taste evolved from last year? My reading taste has slowly evolved quite a lot, I feel, at least over the last couple of months. I feel like I've used to be romance, not necessarily spicy ones, but even if it was young adult, it was still romance. I was very romance heavy, and even though romantasy is still romance, I feel like it is branching out. Like I said, I also want to read some fantasy. I want to read more psychological thrillers because I do enjoy those. I do enjoy trying to figure out shit. I am gonna try again reading series that scares me. So I'm gonna try reading Crescent City again, because I tried reading that in 2025, couldn't really get into it, so I am gonna try that one again. I am gonna try reading, maybe I'll try Throne of Glass first, but I'll have to figure out the reading order because I think there's some crossover there. So I might try reading some series that also scare me a little bit. But I'm also gonna, like, my reading taste has also evolved in the way that I am not afraid to put a book aside if I don't enjoy it. I don't have to finish it. I am allowed to DNF it, and I am allowed to be proud of still, you know, saying that I've tried reading it. So that's, I think, how my reading taste has evolved in different ways. A booktube creator who inspire you. My bestie Tanisha also make videos. She inspires me every single day, and I really do enjoy her content. Larry Reads is also one that inspires me. I love Bailey's video. I think she's super fun and funny. So I think, you know, those are like at the top. Tanisha, I love Tanisha. Bailey is hysterical. I would want to be friends with Bailey if Bailey would want to be friends with me. And Larry Reads, she's also just hysterical. Those are people that inspire me. Something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a bookish account. I mean, the same as everybody else is saying, just do it. Take a leap of faith and do it. It doesn't hurt. Some videos will do okay, some videos will do great, some videos won't do much at all, and it's fine. You'll learn and you'll evolve and you'll find your crowd, and you're going to be happy that you did it. Because imagine where you can be next year or the year after or the year after that, you know? You don't need much equipment, you don't need this, you don't need that. Like, your phone, recording with your phone is more than good enough to start out with. You get pretty okay sound with your phone, and DaVinci Resolve is free to use. They have a free version. That is the one that I edit all of my videos on. More than enough. There's so many tutorials out there. DaVinci Resolve, you can have it on your on an iPad, you can have it on a Mac, you can have it on a PC. So you can use that one. Canva is also has great free tools for you to make thumbnails, so you don't even have to dive into Adobe if you don't want to. There's so many great options out there. So just dive on in and do it. Leave the link for DaVinci Resolve as well in the description, so it's easy for you to just go and download it. It's not an affiliate link, it's nothing like that. They don't know that I exist, sadly. I just, if that's the kick you need to start, please do it and tell me so I can follow you, please, because I need more bookish friends. I love bookish friends. That was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful day, and hopefully I will get to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.